So just let you know that 3 comes after 4 if you're counting down. 5 comes after it if you're counting up. Hey, Canaway Nation, this is Billy Funk, and you just learned what you need to do before you invite somebody to take a look. It's really important that you establish relationships with people and reestablish ones that you've had in the past as well. Because our goal is to simply find people's problems and then provide a solution. We're literally becoming problem solvers, and you're gonna get that in a little bit. So here's the immediate yes formula. If you build rapport with somebody and you build credibility, and then you find information out about them and find a problem that they're having and simply provide a solution, they're gonna say yes every single time. Here's how that works. When you're inviting your friend Greg, who you've known for, let's say, a decade, to take a look at Canaway, well, you know Greg. You know what problems he's having. And you know where he's at in life. You know that if he's told you in the past, if he keeps his options open, if he loves his job, if he's looking to travel more, if he'd like to spend more time with his kid and his wife, you know what Greg's problem is. If you don't, well, you need to maybe reestablish that rapport with him. But when you get on the phone with Greg and ask him to take a look at Canaway, here's how you do it. First, you want to kind of get the BS out of the way. You want to, say, hey, Greg, how's it going? Great. Hey, listen, I'm in a hurry. You want to establish a break in communication, and you want to establish a sense of urgency. This is huge. This is huge. If you don't do that, well, you're going to spend a lot of time with people, just inviting them to take a look at your opportunity, and not everybody is going to actually go through this entire process and look at your opportunity. So this is what you need to do. Establish the rapport. You already did that. You want to set yourself up for success by manufacturing a break in the conversation by saying to Greg, listen, like I said, Greg, I'm in a hurry. I'm running out the door, but I thought it was important for me to call you. I've got no idea how this will hit you and if you're going to see what I see, but are you still open to a side project if it didn't interfere with your job at XYZ? I think there's something that you would benefit from. So there's 3 ways to invite somebody. A, after you say the break in communication, where you say, I don't know how you're gonna find this, I don't know how this will hit you, and then you either do A, do you keep your options open when it comes to making additional income? So that's what I would say to somebody that I didn't really know that well in the cold market situation. Do you keep your options open? B, somebody like Greg I've known for a decade, I'm gonna say, Greg, are you open at all to a side project if it doesn't interfere with what you're already doing? C is gonna be, Greg, I don't know how this is gonna hit you, but, and if you're gonna see what I see, but there's something you would benefit from seeing. You said you weren't happy with what you're making right now with your current position. If there was a way for me to solve that problem, would you be open to taking a look at that? Does that interest you at all? So can you imagine if somebody had a problem and somebody else said, I have your solution, the person that has a problem saying no to that? That'd be really silly, right? So if you know that somebody wants to spend more time with their kids, if you know that somebody wants to travel more, if you know that somebody is unhappy with what they're doing or unhappy with where they're at, well, that's their problem. And if you simply approach them and invite them to take a look based on solving their problem, listen, I know that you said you wanted to spend some more time with your kids. I get it. If there was a way for me to help you do that, would you be open to taking a look at it? Does that interest you at all? You're answering his question in life as to how can I spend more time with my kids. He's gonna say 100% of the time, what is it? Every time that you ask somebody to take a look at Canaway, without saying the words Canaway, by the way, 100% of the time, if you do it right, they're gonna say, what is it? If they don't say what is it, well, you didn't really draw enough curiosity out of them, and you gotta go retune and re-go through this process of establishing the rapport and building credibility with them, finding information out about them, finding a problem they're having, and providing a solution. And this is all done, okay, while you're prospecting and inviting them to take a look. So, if he says, what is it? I'm gonna say to him, well, like I said, I'm in a hurry, and I'd love to show it to you right now, but Greg, it's mainly visual. And I want you to see it the way I saw it, so that it'll make sense to you a little bit better. So 100% of the time, when they say, what is it? You need to say, well, I'd love to show you, but like I said before, I'm in a hurry. Reestablish a sense of urgency. Plus, it's mainly visual. And I would really like you to see it the way I saw it so that it will make more sense to you. Very rarely will somebody ask you again, can you tell me what it is? And if they're asking you again, well, they're probably going to be asking you a whole lot more questions than that, and they're probably not somebody that you want to do business with. Does that all make sense? If you're taking notes on all this, you need to use these notes when you're going out there and inviting people to take a look. This is a system that will work 100% of the time with the right people. The people that it doesn't work with are not the right people. So you need to go through this video maybe one more time and figure out exactly what you're doing, because if you look at your law of averages, if you look at all the people that you invite to take a look and how many actually look at it, how many are curious, and how many are actually joining your business, if your numbers aren't consistently improving, well, it's probably because you're not using this strategy and you're selling people on products instead of simply asking people to take a look at opportunity. This method will draw curiosity. Notice I didn't use the words Canaway, cannabis, hemp, CBD. I didn't say hemp vape. I didn't say CannaKick. I used nothing to give him the idea that I was approaching him about a cannabis opportunity, a hemp lifestyle company, something about vaporizers, something about anti-aging. None of that. Because this is what's going to duplicate. This is what's going to go out there and find the people that are looking for opportunity. And when they do try the products later on, well, they're going to be even more excited that there's awesome products behind this. This is how to build a business and an empire, to invite people starting at the top. This is you and your organization. You're here and your team is going to be down here. If you do this way, everybody else on your team will do it as well, and you'll have an empire instead of a bunch of sales reps. So on the next video, I'm going to tell you what to do next and what to send them, how to send it to them, and when to follow up with them, and how to follow up with them. So stay tuned.